third of a human, just partial. I'm the sergeant, the captain, the marshal.
A community challenge right here on 2K TV.
And we've got influential with this taste for sure, David. Thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Saturday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the New Orleans Pelicans. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got John Collins, Fournier out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. And for Washington, Hachimura out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Thompson in at the 5.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA, and really Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was at that point the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Pistons. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, Greg, that's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen, not at this level.
They get the rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Now, here's Fournier following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And so just over a minute and a half played. Puts it up from 12. Fournier pass to Gobert. Here's Collins. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now, here's Millsap. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Westbrook, no good. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fournier against Oladipo. From downtown, the shot's good from Fournier.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Wizards have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To end the run, count the basket.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Now, here's Parker trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. Chalk up 2 there.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thompson against Fournier, and the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pass to Oladipo. Back to Westbrook. Shoots from the corner. Detroit with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Parker dishes to Fournier. Dinwiddie surveying the floor.
And Millsap with the focus there defensively, just stretching out.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Pistons on top. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
We've got Russell Westbrook, Hachimura out there with Thompson. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Shot clock at 3. Shoots from 12. That's good from Collins on the assist by Dinwiddie. Collins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pistons.
Well, the Wizards last year, I mean, they struggled on defense. We saw that, which was a big part of why they missed out on the playoffs. Now, teams know it is a weakness, and that's something they need to address. This team knows it.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Fournier passes to Collins. That's tipped.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Chris, with the Wizards and their lack of defense, last season it showed up in the numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, they were second to last in effective field goal percentage against in the league. I mean, that just didn't challenge shooters inside and out. No amount of offense can make up for that.
Millsap passes to Hachimura. Pulls up from the corner, and he knocks down the jumper. Pistons leading by 7. Passes to Collins. Parker looking over the floor. Fournier gets a wide open look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. They trail by 6. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. It's good. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Dinwiddie kicks to Collins. Parker outside. It's stolen by Oladipo. There's the pass to Hachimura. And the rejection by Collins. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. So Parker will go to the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up. The Pistons have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Parker.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing this.
Westbrook with it. He's got 5. Shot from free throw range. Count that one. Westbrook's got 7 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They were on a nice little roll in that opening. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. We've got Parker. Gobert is out there with Collins. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Thompson dishes to Millsap. Back to Thompson. The Wizards working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. The shot is good off the backboard. 9 points for Russell Westbrook. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that. But I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Outside Millsap. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pistons leading by 3. Lobbed up there for Collins. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Great showing for him last season. 1st in assists, 4th in steals, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Collins, that's a 2-pointer. Washington with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft break, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Count it. Collins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Westbrook. But they recover it.
Well, they'll take that. They got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Stolen away. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the evening. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury. And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Outside Millsap. "51 seconds left to play in the third. He can't get it to go. Good D by Parker.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Dinwiddie outside. Lock at 6. Knocks it loose. And another turnover here by Detroit. "24 seconds left to play here in the third. Westbrook with a wide open look. Poked loose.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
And the basket is good. And it's a 3-point Piston lead.
No, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 11.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Washington, Tristan Thompson is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And Fournier kicks to Dinwiddie. Rebound, Washington. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Got a piece of it. They recover it. Shot by Collins, no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Millsap. Here's Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
I like how aggressive Thompson is inside. He's easily picking up fouls thanks to his massive size.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Fournier passes to Dinwiddie. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Millsap. For Washington, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Westbrook, Thompson right side, Oladipo outside. Feeds it to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. The kick out to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wizards with another miss. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. That one doesn't drop. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Westbrook. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go for.
And finally, someone scored.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
To the left wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Hachimura. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Here's Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
This is why Parker is out here. When it's an important possession, he steps up his game.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Millsaps against Parker. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Keeping the mid-range game going. Parker has shown before how lethal he can be from there.
Outside Westbrook. Millsap in the corner. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Collins. Kicks it to Westbrook. It drops.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 5. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Parker dishes to Gobert. Collins trying to break free. Gobert can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent trouble.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 7. 17 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, it's so important at this stage in the game for everyone to be on the same page and working together.
From deep. Rebound, Washington. Berea surveying the floor. And so it's the Wizards with the win. Probably a little closer than they... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
When each other to deal with each other for dealing to others, dealing with the facts, making